There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
2nd and 4.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the delay, Jones. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 39. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get 300! Get 300! Get 30!
On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Bass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oluwarie. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now back to throw.
Right side to Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's James, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw left side, taken in by Amari Rodgers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross. Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Hey, you block over here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Over. 26.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away from the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On the ground, it's James. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, you block over here. Back one. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Yeah, the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An inside give to Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Hey, 626. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's Jones again on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Get 300. Get 300. Get right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Completed out and left to Dobbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a green bay kicker.
On play action, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And now it's blocked. Well, the Packers have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
On first down, Rodgers.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, it's Jones.
And he gets it down to the 32. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He finds Watson complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
The give is to Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
26. 26.
At the Lions' 20-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The give to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing now is Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run it with James. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back to throw. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Here's Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a